Most RAG systems do not fail because retrieval is weak. They fail because the team does not know what relevant even means.
Exactly. In search, relevance is not just similarity. It is how well a result helps a user complete the task they have right now.
So, two chunks can be equally related to the query, but only one is actually useful.
Right. Relevance is judged against an intent, a context, and a decision. Without those, you are just ranking text that looks nearby in vector space.
Give me the practical version. What does that break in a real RAG app?
Say the user asks, "How do I reset an enterprise SSO integration?" Your search returns a perfect semantic match for reset instructions, but it is for personal accounts, not enterprise tenants. Similar words, wrong job, bad answer.
And that is where teams get fooled by retrieval demos. The top hit looks plausible, so everyone relaxes.
Until support tickets pile up, or worse, the assistant confidently walks an admin through the wrong workflow. Relevance has consequences. It changes who wins trust and who loses it.
Let us pin down the definition then. If I am building retrieval, what am I optimizing for?
You are optimizing for usefulness under a specific information need. That usually means some mix of topical match, specificity, freshness, authority, and actionability.
That already sounds context dependent, which is annoying if you want one neat metric.
It is annoying, but true. Relevance changes with role, time, task, and risk. The same document can be highly relevant for a compliance analyst and almost useless for a frontline support bot.
So, a chunk is not relevant in the abstract. It is relevant to someone doing something.
Exactly. Imagine a developer asks, what rate limits apply to batch imports? For debugging, they need the exact numeric limits and current version. A marketing FAQ about high-volume imports is on topic, but not relevant enough.
That is the dangerous part. On topic is close enough to pass a superficial eval, but not close enough to prevent a bad answer.
And in RAG, small retrieval mistakes get amplified. The generator turns a partly relevant chunk into a fully fluent mistake.
Now, let us go with the sacred cow. Why is binary relevance too simple?
Because many search results are not just relevant or irrelevant. They are partially relevant, conditionally relevant, redundant, outdated, or relevant only after another document provides context.
So, labeling every result 1 or 0 flattens the real landscape.
Yes. Suppose a user asks, can EU customer data be stored in US backups? One doc defines backup retention, another explains regional storage policy, and a third contains the actual legal exception. Binary labels miss that the third doc is decisive, the first two are supporting, and a fourth old policy is actively harmful.
That matters for ranking. If your metric treats all relevant docs as equal, the true decisive one does not get special credit.
Right. Graded relevance is often better. Highly relevant, somewhat relevant, not relevant. That maps much more closely to how users experience search quality and how LLM answers succeed or fail.
And it changes engineering priorities too, because now the goal is not just getting a hit into top 10. It is getting the right kind of hit into top 1 or top 3.
Exactly. In RAG, position matters a lot. If the best evidence is buried below generic material, the model may anchor on the wrong text and produce a confident but weaker answer.
Let us make this concrete for a team shipping next month. What is one practical way to improve relevance?
Start by writing query scenarios, not just keywords. Capture user role, task, stakes, and what a good answer must contain. Then judge retrieval against that. For example, for a finance assistant, a relevant result for revenue recognition must include the current policy version and the applicable region.
So instead of asking, did search find something related, you ask, did it find the evidence needed to answer safely and specifically?
Yes. Then use that to tune chunking, metadata filters, re-ranking, and your eval labels. Relevance gets better when the system knows more than the raw query string.
That also creates a power shift. Teams with better relevance definitions ship assistants that feel reliable. Teams without them ship polished demos that collapse under real usage.
And that is the point. Relevance is not a vague quality setting. It is the operational definition of usefulness for your product, your users, and your risks.
So, if you want better RAG, stop asking whether the search result is similar.
Ask whether it is the right evidence for this user, in this moment, for this decision. That is relevance. And that is where good retrieval becomes a trustworthy system.